If your Windows settings keep changing back on their own, you're not imagining it. After updates, Windows quietly re-enables certain features. Let's turn them off properly. All right, the first thing we're going to disable are all of the recommended files or documents that show up in our start menu. This often comes back after updates or feature upgrades. In order to disable this, we're going to go into our settings. We can hit Windows key and I to get there quickly, and we're going to go into personalization. From here, we're going to click start. Okay, and as we can see, my recommended options are currently all still turned on. And so I'm simply just going to switch these toggles to off. So this removes the recommended clutter and stops Windows from repopulating it. We don't need Windows recommending a file that we opened once 3 weeks ago. And then the next thing that we're going to turn off that Windows likes to turn back on is tailored experiences, which uses diagnostic data. So to do this, we're going to go back into our settings. From settings, we're going to access privacy and security. And from here, we're looking for diagnostics and feedback. So we can see that mine is still off, which is good. We want to make sure that we have our tailored experience turned off, which we can see mine is turned off right here. This setting allows Windows to use diagnostic data to send customized ads, suggestions, and content across your whole system. Microsoft might re-enable these after major updates. So if you've ever noticed Windows suddenly suggesting apps or services again, this is usually why. Okay, the next one is a big one, fairly common issue that we deal with, and that is fixing the default apps. The most prime examples being our browser and PDF readers. Microsoft does have a habit of reclaiming defaults. So here's how to switch that back. Back in our settings, we're going to go to apps and we're going to go to default apps. So for example, I'm going to search for PDF. At the top here, I can enter a file type or type link. So if I type pdf.pdf, we can see that Microsoft Edge is the current default. And so by clicking this, I can actually set the default app back to what I might intend for it to be. I'm cool with that being Microsoft Edge for now. If I wanted Chrome to be my default browser, I'll click to where it says search apps and I'll type Chrome. I'll click this. And at the top here, I can make this my default browser if I would like to. So after updates, Windows may push Microsoft Edge back into control, especially for PDFs. Once you set it here, it should stick, but this is one of the most common things that users have to fix again. Okay, the next step is to stop background apps and startup load. Our goal here is to stop apps that quietly start running again in the background. This is where performance and startup slowdowns usually come from. I'm gonna exit out of settings for now. I'm gonna right click the start button and I'll select Task Manager. So from the Task Manager, we're gonna click into Startup Apps. I'll make this bigger so you guys can see it. All right, and then I can currently see what is enabled or what is disabled. If I click the status button, I can see disabled first or enabled first. And so everything that's enabled is going to be towards the top. Our recommendation would be to disable any unnecessary apps that you don't need launching at startup. OneDrive is a common one, especially if you're not actively using it. Make sure that you're aware of what you're disabling so that it's not something that your PC actually needs to function properly. Another thing we can do is to turn off widgets. These run in the background and pull data constantly. This can also turn itself back on after updates. We can access this by right-clicking and hitting Taskbar Settings. And there's simply just going to be a toggle for widgets. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this off. While we're in the settings, I'm also going to go to personalization here. While we're in the settings, I'm going to go to system, and here I'm going to go to notifications. So notifications are a big one, and I can disable these both individually. So I could, for example, go down the list, enable certain notifications for certain things and disable it for others, or I could just turn off notifications entirely with this one toggle at the top. Also inside of notifications, there is a hidden setting at the very bottom. So if I click additional settings, we want to uncheck suggest ways to get the most out of Windows and get tips and suggestions when using Windows. So those are two additional settings that we can disable. Okay, for the next tip, I'm simply going to search advanced system settings. That'll bring us to a section of the control panel. And in the advanced tab here, we have performance. I'm gonna click settings on performance, and we can see that mine is currently set to let Windows choose what's best for my computer. And this is actually not what I want. I want to adjust for best performance. Or we could set it to custom and just manually enable certain things that we like. So once we choose best performance, if that's what we want, we'll hit apply and then we'll hit OK. So the best performance will disable unnecessary animations and visual effects that can come back after updates. All right, so at this point, the start menu is clean, suggestions are off, defaults are restored, and startup apps are controlled, and the background clutter is reduced. Windows isn't randomly changing things, but major updates and feature upgrades often reset or re-enable certain things. Most users don't notice until performance drops or things start behaving differently. This process gives you control back. All right, guys, so that's going to do it for today's video. If Windows reset any of these settings on your system, let us know which one. It helps other people troubleshoot faster. If you're looking for genuine Windows or Office licenses at a great price, be sure to check out Indigo Software. We'll have all the links in the description box below. As our channel continues to grow, we're constantly looking for new video topic ideas. If you have any of your own, we'd love to know what those are. Lastly, a like and subscribe would be greatly appreciated, as it helps to support the channel. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you guys next time.